He's got his hand out like he's begging.
Curses!
It's a rolled up parchment. It's a mirror door. I look different in that mirror. Darker, scowling, scarred. Must be the light. Whoa! Talk about a hissy fit. Evil Mirror Universe April sure got some anger stored up. Guess she doesn't want me to get that parchment. Who's knocking?
Balance be cast!
That's one stony face.
Hell's bells! Finally! I was beginning to think you would never make it through my labyrinth. Welcome to my humble home. Do you like it? I had it built according to my own specifications by the most skilled architects of Arcadia. They have since become a permanent and quite attractive fixture of their own building, of course. Oh, but I forget my manners. I am, as I am sure you already know, Roper Klacks. And you would be?
April Ryan, pleased to meet you, sir.
Oh. But the kitten has manners. How precious. How very precious. I am tempted to not turn you into stone. You would make a spirited wife and mother to my demonic children. But no. It will be more fun to destroy you.
Why did you trap the wind?
Why does the wolf eat the sheep?
I don't think you answered my question.
Because I can, little girl. Because I can. And because of who I am. Because I am hungry. And because the time is right.
I think you did it because you're insecure and you have to show off your petty magic to the world.
Shut your pretty little mouth. I will devour you. I will... But we must not lose our self-control, must we? No, we must not.
Why did you turn those people into stone?
Questions, questions, questions! I do not need to explain myself to you, little bastard child. Do you know who your parents are? No, of course not. Too stupid!
What? What do you know about my parents?
Suffer the little children. Oh, how I love that phrase. It is my life's philosophy. I like suffering, especially the suffering of innocent children. Their screams are so pretty, their tears so salty.
You're a real shit, Clax.
I know you are, but what am I? Ha 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 ha!
Prepare to be defeated.
Prepare to be defeated. Ha! Clichés! Is that the best you can do?
Watch me.
Yes. And you plan to do what? Witness the men who came before you with their weapons and their magic. Look what happened to them. Turned to stone. Each and every one of them for all eternity. I even own their souls now. And they will feed me and keep me strong for as long as I need them.
How original. Been reading a lot of fairy tales lately, have we?
Oh, how precious. See? I could scour your flesh off your bones in a second, little girl. Now, do you think you could defeat me?
How about a proper challenge?
A proper... What do you mean by a proper challenge?
I can't defeat you with magic. I'm not a wizard.
Wizards? Frauds, the lot of them. The only real magic is the magic of alchemy. But of course, you cannot defeat me with magic. That is why I will win.
What's so great about beating me with magic? That's not a challenge. That's a walkover. If we even the odds out a bit, you'll have more fun and satisfaction from turning me into stone later.
You are trying to trick me, I know that. But you intrigue me, little girl. Go on, then. Issue a challenge worthy of my powers.
I challenge you to a contest of simple arithmetic, using only this petty little device against your supreme intellectual powers.
Give me your best shot, but after this, I will take your soul and trap you in stone for all eternity.
Sounds good to me. Okay, here's one. 49 times 11.
49 times 11 what?
Numbers. Okay, think of apples and oranges. 49 apples times 11 oranges.
49 times 11. Let's see. Carry the 1 over, divide by 3. What to do with that file? Oh, forget that one. So that leaves us with 9! Aha!
Wrong. It's 539. That was an easy one, Klax. Is that the best you can do?
2 out of 3.
I'll give you an even easier one this time. 603 divided by 3.
Ooh, you underestimate my powers, little girl. 5,867.2.3. Aha!
Way off, buddy. It's 201. Sorry, you lose.
Give me that thing. Ooh, this is intriguing. This really is. What does this do? Oh, my.
And I always thought math was such a waste of time. It's a spell. Clouds and spiders' webs, plus, magic finger? If alchemy's anything like chemistry, that last one is probably some kind of catalyst or something. Clouds and spider web plus catalyst makes... invisible? It's a bottle containing white liquid. It's a bottle containing a red liquid. Something behind the curtain. Clever fellow, that Roper Klax. Who'd think to look there? It's a crystal ball with tiny specks of light, flitting back and forth inside. This must be where Klax has trapped the souls of all those unfortunate people. feels moist and light, fluffy almost. It smells like ozone. It sounds like distant thunder. It feels cool to the touch, like ice. It smells hard to define. Sharp, decisive, earthy. I can hear a distant tingling sound like crystal bells. It has the texture of thin strands of hair. It smells like pearls of morning dew. I can hear the rustling of tiny legs. It feels soft like satin and very fragile. It smells like fresh flowers. It sounds like the rapid flapping of fragile wings. It's a big cast iron pot simmering over a slow fire. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. Like so. Fortunately, they're small enough to carry in my pocket. It's a vial containing a magical essence that, with luck, will make me invisible. I'm invisible! That's so cool! Solid again. Good timing. I've got to hold on to this stuff. If nothing else, it's perfect for sneaking into clubs back home. Butterfly wings with clouds makes leaf. Makes you light as a leaf, probably. Clouds with brimstone makes storm. Storm? I can bring the wind back with this potion. Brimstone with brimstone makes Big Bang. Ooh, like a firecracker. I always wanted a firecracker. Spider's webs and butterfly wings makes... What is that? A chain around a chaotic symbol? Chaotic like magic? Chain magic? Bind magic! I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just take a tiny little sip. Ooh, bitter. I do feel a little less weighty. If I put my mind to it, I could probably jump quite high. Whoa! I should save some of this stuff for the Olympic Games next year. It's a safe bet. I dominate the high jump and pole vault contests. Ow, it burns! It smells like sulfur. It sounds like something's burning. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. It's a crystal ball with souls trapped.
What's going on? Nice digs you found here, though I'd cut down on the mad alchemist decor just a little. It's just not you.
I don't plan on sticking around, Crow.
Heck, why not? You'll be mobile. Home security is not an issue, and you can strike fear into the hearts of men.
When you put it like that, no.
Hey, up to you. So, why'd you call me?
What's going on out there?
What's going on is that we're currently cruising at an altitude of, very high.
And where are we heading?
We're very slowly going nowhere except up. There's no wind, remember? It'll start getting chilly and hard to breathe in a few hours, however. That won't be very pleasant.
I could use some help.
I'll try my best. Just let me know what you want me to do.
Hold on to this vial, okay?
Oh, sure. Holding on to stuff is a specialty of mine. What for?
I'll let you know. I want you to fly out there, Crow, as high as you can and empty the potion into the clouds.
But what if there's lightning? I don't like lightning. Lightning has caused better birds than me to crash and burn. All right, I'll do it. I'm the ever-faithful Crow.
Uh-oh. I guess it's working.
That's done with. There's still quite a bit left in the bottle in case you need it later on.
Captain Nebev...
Huh? Oh, it's just you. Where have you been?
Where have I... Don't you remember? I went north to find Roper Klacks and get him to release the wind.
Oh, aye. You know, the wind did pick up mysteriously last night, but,
But what?
I don't trust it to not die down in a few hours. Or at the most, a day or two.
But I destroyed the alchemist. I even set his prisoners free from the rock they were trapped in, destroyed the soul stone, sailed back here in his floating castle, and you don't believe a word of it, do you?
Not a word.
Great. Thanks for nothing. Captain...
Huh? Oh,
I did...
uh-huh.
I beat him.
Of course you...
Can we sit...
Well, the wind has picked up a bit.
Thanks for... It's a vial containing an essence that can bring back the wind from wherever it's been trapped. Captain Nebeve?
Huh?
I got something you want.
What? Well, out with it, girl. What is it?
Oh, nothing. You do remember our deal, don't you?
Aye. Remind me what the deal was again.
That if I defeated Roper Klacks and brought the wind back, you'd give me a lift to the Isle of Elias.
Sure. The day I see a girl like you bring down a powerful alchemist like Klacks is the day I hire a woman to be my navigator.
Well, look at this.
By the balance, girl, that's a strong grog you got there. What is it? Tyron spice wine?
It's the wind. Watch this.
Sweet Jal, that's a strong wind. You got some mighty powerful magic there, girl.
And there's more where that came from.
Care to share some of it with us? With that magic, we could make good time to Gien. Pick up a cargo full of apples and be back here before the competition got, wind of what was happening.
Sure. If you give me a ride to Elias, as promised.
Balance be cursed. Women aboard? When will it ever end? Jal's bowels. Be here by this afternoon, or we'll sail without you.
As if you'll get far without my wind magic. And you did say something about hiring a female navigator?
Damnation! Do you insist on remembering every little thing I say, girl? Don't you know that Jal has forbidden women from riding the waves?
Sounds like a bunch of sexist bullshit to me. But it's your choice. I got the wind in my pocket. Now you learn to treat women with a little respect.
I've run out of curses, girl. Jal be damned, I am in desperate need of a navigator anyhow. All right. You be here by this afternoon with your navigator. It's not as if I ever put much faith in the teachings of the drunken prophet Jal myself.
It's a blue woman. And you know, no big deal. I've seen it all. A blue woman is just run-of-the-mill now. Pardon me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, young woman, but I do not wish to speak with anyone presently.
Pardon me for intruding, ma'am, but is your name Tunlayak?
Yes, I'm Tunlayak.
I have a delivery for you.
Oh, a map of the Northlands. I had almost forgotten I ordered it.
Sorry about that. I came by a few days ago, but you weren't here.
No, I was looking for work. Thank you kindly, young woman. I will need this map now, if I am to make it to Khorasan by foot.
Why are you going to Khorasan by foot?
I can ill afford the cost of passage on a ship bound for the Bay of Fire, and since I do not have a job, nor the prospect of getting one, I have little choice.
Are you from Khorasan?
No, I am from the Southlands. I have never been to Khorasan.
Then why are you going there?
Because I am told that in Khorasan, captains allow women to join their crew. Here, in Marcuria, they do not.
So I've been told. But you shouldn't have to go somewhere else to get a job. That just isn't fair.
Fair or not, it is custom, and custom is a difficult thing to change.
Why are you so depressed?
Is it that apparent to you? I do beg your pardon. It was not my intent to burden you with my dark mood.
It's okay, I don't mind. I'd like to help if I can.
I do not think you can. Unless you were the captain of a ship, and you could hire me as your navigator. But you are not, and so you cannot help me.
You're a navigator?
Yes, and I have a letter to prove it. Do you want me to show it to you?
No, I believe you. And you're looking for a job?
I have been looking, now, for many moons. But most captains do not want women on their crew, and so I am leaving for Khorasan in the morning.
I got a job for you, if you want it.
A job? As a navigator?
Yeah, on a boat called the White Dragon. We're leaving this afternoon, if you're interested.
If you are serious, then yes, I am more than interested. But will the captain allow a woman as his navigator?
This one will, trust me. Because if he doesn't, he's not going anywhere. Just pack your stuff and head down to the docks. Talk to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Tell him I sent you. The name's April Ryan.
Thank you, April. I am Tun Lyak. I am most grateful to you. Will you be going with us?
Yeah, so I'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
There you are. I'm in a mind to fire you. I expect you still... Did you make your
took care of
delivery
that
to
delivery ages
Tunlayak
ago.
at the Journeyman Inn yet? Really?
Remember me?
Well then, I'm trying my very best to forget, believe me. Did you make your delivery to...
I just came back to see...
Goodbye.
You have returned from your trip north. It is good to see you again. I was concerned.
You're worried about little old me? That's sweet. And guess what? I kicked some alchemist ass while I was up there. Bet you didn't think I'd be able to do that.
Then you have lost your wager. I knew you would. After all, you are... I was worried because of the trouble in the West.
What trouble?
The Tyran. They left the city all as one, the evening before yesterday, and many of the vanguard with them. I fear there are dark times ahead.
You don't mean war. Do you?
War, yes. It has been an age and a half since our last war with the Tyrant. But relations have always been strained, and now, whipped into religious fervor by the Vanguard, the Tyrant are thirsty for blood and for revenge. They are a people bound by violence and without honor, and easily seduced by the prospect of a holy war.
God, that's horrible. But the city's safe, isn't it? It's a big city.
Yes, but unfortunately not well armed. Marcuria has not seen war for centuries, and people grow soft, forget how to fight. It can easily be taken by a strong army, and so I fear our safety. And yours.
What did you mean when you said, after all, you are...
Forgive an old man his misgivings, April, but I should have trusted you before.
Of course you should have. With what?
With the truth. That you are the one who will watch over us for 1,000 years. That you are of the balance, and the balance is in you. That you are the one born into the heaviest duty of them all. You are the guardian to be, April. The 13th guardian of the balance.
No! No, that's a lie. I'm not your guardian. That's not possible.
It is certain. I had my doubts, unfortunately. It could have cost us the balance, and I made a mistake. But it is certain now. You are stronger in the balance than anyone before you.
God damn, Cortez, he didn't say anything about... If I'd known, I wouldn't have come here. I would have... I don't know what I would have done, but I wouldn't have come here.
Maybe he did not know, or maybe he did. And he knew it would be wiser not to tell you. But I am telling you now because you cannot stay here. You are too valuable. You must leave.
I don't want to leave.
You must, April. The Tyrant are gathering their forces on the border to Ireed as we speak. Come next week, this city may be under siege, and then you will not be able to leave.
Well, I'm supposed to board a ship for Elias this afternoon.
Then go. The islands are far away, and the Tyrant do not have ships. Before you go, I want to give you something to carry with you. I spent the night looking for it in the Enclave. It has been gathering dust for over 10,000 years.
Oh, Tobias, I can't accept anything that old.
You are not accepting it. It is yours. The Fathers have only kept it safe for the day when the 13th Guardian would come to collect it. And now you are here. Please, take it. It is the talisman of the balance. Known to but a few, it is mentioned in one text only, the Scriptures of Reunification, one of the 13 Scriptures of the balance.
What does it do?
The Scripture speaks not of its purpose, but it is yours, whatever it is. I am certain it will help you once you find its purpose. It has strong magic, very strong.
Thanks, Tobias. I really do appreciate it, even though I wish I didn't have to accept it.
You are the Guardian, child. Your fate is both glorious and terrible. But it is your fate. If you deny it, you deny our future. But I have faith in you, April.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if I screw up?
The balance provides. The balance protects. Trust the balance, and trust yourself. Goodbye, and good luck on your journey.
The Talisman of the Balance. Tobias gave this to me. It's the White Dragon, apparently the fastest vessel there ever...
Finally, we are ready. And we must away before it's too late. We still have another 6 or 7 hours of daylight today. Come aboard.
Did I tell you how much I hate water?
No.
Well, remind me to tell you sometime. Oh, God, my guts have been cleaned out and I still feel sick. Why does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that? It's the apple barrel. It's half empty, and aside from whatever fish we're able to catch, those apples are the only food we got on board. Ugh, gross! People do not toss the apples back into the barrel after eating. Here's a nice plump one. Captain?
Hi. What is it?
How long will it take us to get to Elias?
We should reach the island by tomorrow night. Unless we get bad weather.
Any chance of bad weather?
Well, as any experienced sailor will tell you, the weather is a freakish thing. And you never know quite what to expect. But no chance of a storm at all, or my nose would be itching.
What does your nose have to do with the weather?
Well, that's a story, be sure of that.
And?
That's all. It's just a story, and you'd better be sure of that.
I'd like to hear that.
Why?
Because I'm sure it's a real tall tale of the sea, filled with bravura adventures and victories snatched from the rabid jaws of certain death.
I had a bad accident with my nose hair scissors, and ever since that day, when the weather's acting up, my nose itches.
You gotta be careful when you trim those nose hairs.
Aye. I've come to that realization on my own.
So, you're no...
A deep scar.
Do you know it?
I'll be thanked.
Not even a ho-ho-ho.
If I went ho-ho-ho on a dead man...
Would you like...
No. And I feel...
Thanks, Cap...
It's actually...
Just trying to...
You have a... Oh, and be...
Hello, Ton.
Are you enjoying the ride, April?
I'm having the time of my life.
Really? I thought you had a fear of the sea.
No, me? No, I love the sea, especially the way it keeps going. Back and forth and back. Oh, God.
Do not fret. We will be in port by sunset tomorrow.
Why doesn't that make me feel any better? How are we doing on time?
With the help of your magic, we are crossing faster than I had ever thought possible.
Give credit where credit is due, Lyak. This ship is the fastest there is. I can outrun a shadow ship in this old lady.
When will we be on Elias?
By sunset tomorrow, if the wind holds.
How fast is it possible to travel by sea?
I do not know. I have heard tell of a ship that once went so fast it took to the sky and disappeared. From time to time, sailors spot the ship as it floats across the heavens. It is said to be an omen.
The Flying Dutchman, right?
No, they call it bad luck.
Keep her steady, Ton.
I will, April.
It's a glass orb with a strange magical glow. It could be some kind of compass, I guess. Captain?
Aye,
Thanks.
aye.
I have a question about your compass.
Of course.
What kind of compass are you using?
It is just a normal spirit compass. When we are not navigating by the stars or by the sun, we use this.
What's a spirit compass?
I forget that you are not familiar with the sea. A spirit compass points always to the magical North Pole, and thus we may navigate according to it. It is very precise, and less affected by a strong magical source.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know.
I hope this knowledge made you richer.
I have some more questions about...
Yes?
Thanks.
I hope...
Keep her steady.
I will,
Watch! My nose is itching. Are you sleeping on duty again?
Storm front. West. Heading our way. Looks like a right old bugger, too.
Aye, by the mercy of Jol, it's a chaos storm. Where in damnation did it come from this quickly? And what's pulling it here? Navigator, change our course. We must away from the storm front and to safe harbor.
Uh-oh. I just felt a cold shiver running down my spine. It's a flour sack. It got away. Oh, God, it's awful. It tastes like mouthwash. Yes, got me a worm. And this is good because... Get to it, little guy. Eat your heart out. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. Captain.
What is it now?
Captain, the worms have invaded the apple barrel.
Cursed be the balance. First the storm, now this. Is there no end to the horrors? Let me see. Jowl's infected arsehole, you be right. Those are worms, all right. Vicious, snarling wheat worms driven mad by their hunger for a change of diet.
As far as I could tell, that was the only apple infected. But I could be wrong.
Good of you to catch it, girl, before it spread any further. I'll have to go pluck the apples immediately. They must be saved.
What's going on, Tun?
A storm approaches, April, and it is no ordinary storm.
Do you want me to relieve you at the wheel for a...
I am not sure if this is such a good idea, April.
What's the big deal? I just hold it straight, right?
Well, I could do with a short break to stretch my legs. Fine, but I will be back soon. And if anything happens, just call out for help.
Of course, thanks. So if the compass was pointing in that direction when we were on course for Elias, and now it's pointing in this direction... Oh, hell. I'll just wing it. Use the Force, April. After all, who's the chosen one here? Tun! Need some assistance up here. I think I may have strayed off course.
I did not feel the...
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna miss Gien by a couple...
Let me check the... By the balance, you are right, April. It is good you were aware of your mistake, or we might have ended up pierced on the deadly reefs of Tagate. I will correct our course immediately.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I let you take the wheel. I'm just glad we are back on course.
Yeah, back on course. Is it my imagination or...
By the balance, you are right. The storm is catching up with us. We might have to ride it out. It is good we are nowhere near the islands, or we would have to worry about reefs as well.
Reefs? Nobody said anything about reefs. Tun, I have something to tell you.
Captain! Sir! We need you on the bridge. The storm is closing in.
By the foul bowels of Jaw, you're right, Lyak. It's closing in faster than any storm I've seen or heard, chaos or otherwise. It's like it's chasing something or someone. All right, listen up. The storm's going to hit in an hour or two. And I want everything to be ready. Tighten the hatches, strap down the cargo, wake up the watch, and by Jaw's big toe, someone put a lid on the apple barrel. is that? What is that you have there?
It's a necklace I misplaced, but I found it again, so no need to worry.
What was it doing next to the spirit compass? Let me see that necklace right now.
It's a valuable family heirloom. I don't let anybody touch it.
Give it here. This talisman has the mark of the balance and of the sentinel. This is an object of great magic. The balance be cursed, girl. What by Jarl's hideous countenance did you think you were doing?
I need to get to Elias as soon as possible.
So you claim. But do you know what you've done instead? You've put the lives of everyone on this boat in grave danger. With the storm upon us, the last we need is dangerous waters. Thank Jarl's assassin we still may have time to avoid the rocks of the Briston Atoll. But I swear by the honor of the 3 biased judges of Guyenne that I'll have you before a court if we get to land. Check the compass, Layak, and correct our course accordingly. And don't let this wench touch anything from now on, you hear? I need to place this accursed talisman as far away from the spirit compass as possible.
What just happened? Uh-oh, this can't be a good thing. It's been a while since I chopped firewood, but I think I'll be able to knock the lock off pretty clean. Oh, shit!
Thank the balance she's all right. Are you all right, April? April? Are you sleeping? She's sleeping, bless her little heart. Boy, is she cute. Too bad she's just a chicken, not a bird. April, wake up!
Crow, I was so worried I thought the storm got you.
Me? Honey, I'm the sidekick. Didn't you ever read any legends? The sidekick always survives.
So you're fine?
A few singed tail feathers, and I'm so charged up sparks fly when I try to peck something. Other than that, better than ever. The sea air does wonders for my allergies.
I didn't realize you had allergies.
Exactly.
Do you know what happened to the crew?
As far as I know, they got away in the lifeboat.
There was a lifeboat?
One of those magic fold-up types, yeah.
I guess they forgot all about me.
I think the captain said something like, "Aye, let the wench drown and justice be done." But, I could have been wrong.
Any idea where the lifeboat is heading?
South, I'd guess. From what I can remember of the old man's stories about the sea, Tagade would be the closest civilized island.
Any idea how I'm gonna get to the islands now?
You could swim. Humans swim, don't they? They must, or you wouldn't be here now.
I don't swim. And nobody can swim that far. There's no land visible in any direction.
Well, I'd suggest flying, but you don't have the necessary equipment.
Why don't you try and find the closest island?
I could do that, but I'd have to leave you on your own.
Crow, I'll be fine.
All right. Don't blame a bird for trying to be a gentleman. Gentle bird, whatever. I'll be back as soon as I can. Don't go anywhere.
Where would I go?
Girls always disappear on me. Trust me.
This is all that's left afloat of the White Dragon. I'm either the luckiest person alive or the unluckiest person about to die a slow, horrible death. What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Song suddenly pops to mind. Hi, do you speak Arcadian? Guess not. Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it? Hey, come over here and let me pet you. You're just like a seal, aren't you?
Oh, bloody typical. I told her. She didn't believe me. Girls always disappear on me. Always.
The walls look organic. And those blue things. I think they're polyps of some kind. They live inside the wall and are part of the structure. National Geographic would go nuts over stuff like this. It's a drawing of a man, a human, sticking a strange polyp-shaped object into his mouth. Ugh! In the next drawing, he seems to be able to breathe underwater. Convenient, if somewhat radical. It's a drawing of a man cutting his finger open and squeezing some blood into a bowl together with some green, mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal merman were true after all. But hey, in the next one he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. I wouldn't mind that, if it could get me the hell out of here. There's fresh oxygen coming through here. These polyps must process the oxygen in the water somehow. That's how I'm able to breathe in here. This is so disgusting, but I have to get out of here. Sorry.
It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat.
There's a large black pearl inside the seashell. If this gets infected and I have to chew off my finger to fight the gangrene, I'm suing somebody. Things I do to save the world. Worlds. I've always had trouble swallowing pills, especially huge golden magical ones. Well, here goes nothing. Ooh.
It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat. It's a pretty blue crystal. It's a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology. It's a person. God knows what sex it is, but I'm sure it's not the one that kidnapped me. That one had smaller wings.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we understand.
This nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I shouldn't be able to understand what you're saying, but I do.
You have passed the 2 tests of the Gatherer, Landwalker. Breathing water and speaking the tongue of the Merim. You can serve us now.
Serve you?
You have been brought here to serve us as the Gatherer of Tanyan.
What's Tanyan?
Tanyan is life. Tanyan brings light to darkness and sustenance to our caves. Tanyan keeps the snapjaw from our children and heats us when it is cold. Tanyan is life.
Where does Tanyan come from?
Our gatherers collect it from the caves and shores of the islands, but there is less Tanyan to be found each season, and we need help.
How does Tanyan do all those things you said?
Tanyan provides warmth and light. It draws the harvest close.
Harvest?
The creatures of the sea that we eat. The golden tail, and the weed-eye, and the sand-eater.
Fish. You're talking about fish.
The harvest, yes. That is what we said. The harvest is drawn to the light and to the heat. But the snapjaw are clever. They stay away. They know the light allows us better aim with our spears.
Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
We do, but we cannot move far from our cities, or the Snapjaw will hunt us and eat us. If we travel in force, we leave our men and children without guard. And we cannot travel too close to the islands, or the winged demons may catch eye of us. They leave our gatherers alone, though, so you have nothing to fear.
Who are the winged demons?
Ugly, leathery creatures who defy nature to fly up there in the sky. They are evil and live to destroy our people.
Don't the Snapjaw kill the gatherers?
Rarely. Your meat is bitter and tough, not soft and tender like ours.
I won't ask how you know that. I think I've learned enough about Tanyan for now.
You have learned nothing, but your training will teach you what you need to know.
Are your people called the Miram?
We are the Miram. Most landwalkers call us mermen, or merpeople, but the Miram was our name in truth.
Who are you, man?
We are the queen of the third city of the Miram, enlightened keeper of the Tanyan, protector of the light.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I really had no idea you were a queen.
We are just a queen. Our function is to serve the people, to light our cities, provide food for our men and children, and to protect them from the Snapjaw that hunt us in the dark.
Do you know where my ship went down?
The vessel you foolishly travel in above the water, it rests not far from the city, just past and beyond the Landwalker's bubble where you were first brought. I think it is dead.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Yes, we know the island of Elias. Our gatherers find Tanyan there, and the Miram once had a city in the shallow waters below it.
Can you bring me there?
Until your training is complete, you cannot go gathering. We cannot risk losing you to the Snapjaw, or to have you desert your duties to our people.
How long will my training take?
6 cold oceans.
6 years? Sure, that makes sense. Everything in this world takes ages. I've been told that you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
How did you come by this forbidden knowledge?
I picked it up on my way here. Could you take me to him?
You? No, we cannot. Unless you are Miram, you are not even allowed to speak of our sleeping god.
Thanks for your time.
We will call on you soon to begin your service. Until then, you should stay inside the Landwalker's bubble and away from the dark waters where the Snapjaw lurk.
It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home. Do you need this?
No, it is of no value to us.
Where did you find it? It looks very old.
I believe one of the children found it just outside the city, not far from the Landwalker's bubble, among the seaweed by the rocks. We have used it for decoration in our hall, but you are welcome to it. Consider it a gift, Gatherer.
Here's another one of those crystals buried in the sand among the seaweed.
It's the crystal I found among the seaweed. It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home.
There's an entrance to a cave back here. Judging by the amount of seaweed, it's a long time since anybody's been in there. It's another one of those blue crystals.
It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave. It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave.
It's a long spear with hooks. Probably a harpoon, then. This ring is inscribed with the image of a bird. This ring is inscribed with the image of a miram. This ring is inscribed with the image of a clay pot. This inscription looks like a huge pyramidic structure with an eye in the middle. This ring is inscribed with the image of fire. This inscription looks like a fish. It's inscribed with the image of a wave, probably representing water.
It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave. It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home.
Water. One-eyed pyramid. Fish.
It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home. This ring is inscribed with the image of fire. Fish. This ring is inscribed with the image of a clay pot. It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave. It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave. It looks like some kind of visual history of the Merim people. According to this first tablet, oh my god, it turns out the Merim came to Earth inside a type of spaceship from another planet. They're aliens? Not that anything should surprise me at this point, but still. They look very different back then, though. It must have been a long time ago. Their ship looks to have been a living thing, according to these drawings. Wait a minute. Could this be their ancient god? One of the dragons? I think it has to be. After they arrived on Earth, their species divided in 2. One crawled into the sea, the other onto land. What does that mean? This must be a while later, because the Merim look like they do today. At least the ones who went into the sea do. The other ones? They have wings. If I'm going to guess, I'd say that the ones who went to live on land became the Elation, which means the Merim and Elation are related. In this one, they're living close to each other and in peace. And it seems they share equally in the production of Tanyan, which attracts fish for both peoples to eat. Then something happens. Or, it looks like, and the Merim and Elation move away from each other. In this last one, Tanyan is beginning to become scarce, and the Merim are losing many of their young ones to the Snapjaw. They fear the Elation, and they forget their common heritage. At the very end, there's a prophecy, I think. The Merim and the Elation joining hands once again. When they do, Tanyan becomes plentiful and both people prosper.